guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your very first time stopping by, you are so welcome. It's your girl Juliet Ochiako, and I'm a Port Harcourt based YouTuber here in Nigeria. Today's video is basically how I achieved this hairband wig. If you guys haven't noticed, hairband has been on a trend for the past 3 months or 4 months, something like that. It has been on a trend, and I decided to create a hairband crochet wig. You guys know I'm a crochet girl, so yeah. So this is not actually a one color braiding hair. I use the braiding hair for this weave. So basically I combined two color 30 of Lush. You guys know I love Lush hair, but in this tutorial I was quite disappointed with the quality I got from Lush hair. I feel like their color 1 is just the best. Every other color, I don't know, but we made it work. Okay, so I used Lush hair color 30 and I mixed it a little bit, just a tiny bit of color 1. So that's what I did. I just wanted this a little bit of black highlights on the hair. I didn't want it to be all blonde, you know. I just wanted it to have a little tint inside it, so I mixed it, and guys, it changed the whole game and it came out so beautiful. The only thing I'm not happy about in this hair is the texture I got from this hair, and that's because of the braiding hair I use. So if I'm to advise anyone, if you want it in black, you can go for Lush hair, because Lush braiding hair here in Nigeria, color 1, I've used it a couple of times and it's so good. But in their various colors, yeah, I don't know what they're doing there, but I hope it gets better soon. So you can just use expression, yeah, you can just use expression or Dali, whatever works for you. You can as well go ahead and blow dry it after feathering it out. That will give it a more silky texture. This is what I'm going to have for Christmas. Yeah, this is my Christmas hair. Okay, so that's it. Let's jump right into the video. Enough of this intro. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Thank you, and make sure you watch to the very end. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share to your family and friends. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
So guys, starting off showing you guys the hairband that I made. I just used some materials left in my house. It's called light poly materials. I use it to make my own hairband. So literally I just stitched everything in. I couldn't find the hairband in my local beauty store around my area, so I just decided to make it my own way. So this is the expression hair that I'm using. The Lush hair that I'm using. And guys, I took it out from the packet, I was just so disappointed. So I went ahead and put this wig cap on, and I use my lipstick to mark the area I want to sew in the hairband. As you guys can see, you guys should just neglect or don't pay attention to the yellow whatever, hair crush or whatever, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that I used. I just took it out from one of the bags, that my shopping bags that I don't use again. So I'm just basically working with all that I have at home. I'm not adding anything extra, just basically what I have at home. And this wig cap, guys, I know it's a lot of work to use this wig cap, but I just love the fact that it's so neat when you are done, and it's quite strong and it's going to last. So but it's gonna take you time to crochet on it because the openings are quite tight. So I went ahead to start sewing round the areas that I marked, as you guys can see right now. So just listen to it or pay attention, basically. Yeah. So I'm done sewing it round based on where I marked it. So I'm just showing you guys the hair extension that I'll be using, which is the Lush hair I showed you guys. And I have like a piece of black or color 1 of this Lush hair that it's just lying around in my place. So I'm just going to mix this because I don't want the whole color to be this color. I just want to have a little bit of highlight, add a little bit of highlight to this color just to neutralize it and for it to match my skin tone. I'm not so comfortable in using very bold colors. That's why you see me using black, or whenever I'm using any shouty color, I'm definitely going to add something darker to bring it down basically. So I'm just cutting this hair into two. I'm not doing 3 parts, so I'm just cutting into 2 parts, and I went ahead to mix it, feather it out, comb it through, and yeah. So I'm just taking small pieces, as you guys can see right now, and I'm crocheting it into this wig cap. I'm basically using the 2-finger method, just using my eye, eyeballing 2 fingers on the wig cap and crocheting. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Like, it's not so easy crocheting on this wig cap because the holes are quite tight, so it's gonna take you some time to crochet on it, but you're going to see the benefit later on because inside it will look so neat, and this wig cap is not going anywhere. It's not going to tear. It's so strong. So for a long lasting crochet wig, I advise you use this because it's just going to hold up pretty well. Yeah. So basically I'm just running up in the crocheting of the hair. So because of this wig cap have a band, elastic band around it. So that's the last thing I'm doing. Actually, when I'm crocheting on this elastic band, I'm not crocheting on the elastic band. I'm actually crocheting the hair on the net on top of the elastic band, if that makes sense, because you don't want to crochet on your elastic band. Please don't do that. It is not the right way. So basically I am done right now. At the front, I actually used like barely 1-finger method because I want the front to be quite full. I don't want to see holes there. So I went ahead to apply some shea butter on this hair, comb it through, and put it in a bond. I took out some small section that I'll be working with at each time because you don't want to leave the whole hair all out. So you take out small portion, brush it through, make sure it's tangled free. And these are the palm rods that I'll be using to coil this hair. You can choose to use your straw will give you a tighter coils and it's smaller. Yeah, it's more like a afro cord, but this, I just wanted a bold cord. That's why I'm using the palm rod, and I'm basically, as you guys can see, I'm just twisting and wrapping it around this palm rod. Like I said, later on I found out that this method, honestly, if I'm to do this the way I feel comfortable with, I normally curl this hair first before installing it on the wig cap, but this is my first time trying it out, so I learned my lesson. And yeah, so basically I won't really advise you putting more than 1 crocheted hair extension on 1 palm rod, if that makes sense, because at some point I was grabbing 2 and wrapping it around because I didn't really have like enough palm rod to go around this hair, and you have to put everything in hot water at once. So you just have to coil everything up. So I will advise, if you want to do this method, get enough palm rod and crochet each hair to 1 palm rod. So as you can see, I used straw at some parts where I ran out of my palm rods. I used straw and to make it work, of course. Then I finished boiling my hot water and my VO5 conditioner. I'm just adding it into the hot water so that it will soften the hair in the process, because this hair is quite coarse. Like, yeah, so these are the 2 things. This is my oil, my argan oil, and then my conditioner, spray conditioner that I'll be spraying on this hair as I separate it. And as much as I do everything possible just to tame this hair or to smoothen it out, I tried, sure, but this braiding hair is not just it. Like, I expected much more from this hair, but it's all good. It did well, so it's still good. So I went ahead to loosen the curls, as you guys can see right now. Loosening the curls, you have to be gentle at this point, because any slight mistake, this stuff is going to go bad. So this is it after losing the palm rods, and I will go ahead to start separating. I sprayed the conditioner on each braiding hair and I started separating it. So guys, here I am, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply my hair wax on my edges just to smoothen everything out. You guys shouldn't mind my face, so I've been breaking out a whole lot this week. This video was actually, the hair video was actually filmed last week, and I'm just doing a review this week because I started breaking out after that day. Serious breakout though, honestly. So if you look at me very well, you can see that I still have some pimples going on there, but I just said it's high time. I just have to put this video out there. So yeah, so I went ahead and smoothing everything out. Look at the inside, guys. You wouldn't even know that anything was crocheted on this wig cap. That's one thing I love about it. So there is no comb inside this wig cap. So it's basically the band, and it's quite strong. I love it so much. So that's it. This wig cap, this wig is quite secured, very much secured, not overly tight but well secured. So I went ahead to spray the hair conditioner just to soften the hair a little bit so that I can finger it through. So guys, that's basically it for this video. If you like, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share to your friends, leave a comment on the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.